The creators of Battle Brothers are returning with a bold new project that aims to expand their signature style of tactical gameplay into an entirely different setting. Their new game, Menace, takes the complex squad-based combat and emergent storytelling that made Battle Brothers a cult classic and launches it into the far reaches of space. The result is a game that feels familiar yet refreshingly different, blending elements of Warhammer 40K, XCOM, and roguelike design into something unique. Where Battle Brothers immersed players in a grim medieval fantasy world full of mercenaries, bandits, and monstrous creatures, Menace shifts the action to a completely isolated star system. This region has been cut off from the core worlds of the galaxy and has fallen into chaos, with pirates, rebels, and strange alien threats vying for control. You take on the role of a strike commander sent into this lawless territory to restore order, rally the population, and ultimately convince them to rejoin the greater Galactic Alliance. The developers describe it as feeling like a space western, with you acting as a kind of lone sheriff enforcing the will of the core worlds, though you'll quickly discover that there are many competing factions and no easy decisions. At its core, Menace builds on a familiar two-layer structure. There's the strategic layer where you manage your squads, upgrade your equipment, and plan operations aboard your strike cruiser. Then there's the tactical layer, where battles play out in detailed turn-based encounters. This dual approach was a hallmark of Battle Brothers, but here it's been expanded dramatically. Instead of controlling individual mercenaries, you now command entire squads. Each squad has a leader who serves as the heart of the unit, complete with unique personality, backstory, and skill tree. The regular soldiers within the squad function almost like the leader's health pool, yet they are persistent characters in their own right. They have names, personal histories, and a record of battles fought and lost, making the loss of a veteran squad member feel meaningful and permanent. The influence of Warhammer 40K is clear throughout Menace, especially in how missions are prepared and executed. Before each battle, you are given a pool of points to spend on building your force. Every soldier, weapon, vehicle, and upgrade has a point value, so you must make careful decisions about whether to field a small group of elite, heavily equipped squads, or a larger force of lighter, more expendable units. This system, directly inspired by tabletop wargaming, creates a satisfying layer of strategy even before a single shot is fired. It also emphasizes the idea that preparation is key. The right combination of equipment and tactics can turn the tide of battle. The battles themselves are deeply tactical and highly dynamic. Instead of a fixed turn order, you choose which of your squads acts first, after which the enemy responds with one of theirs. This back and forth continues until all units have moved, creating a fluid rhythm where timing and sequencing are critical. Each squad has a pool of action points used for movement, shooting, deploying abilities, and interacting with the environment. Positioning is essential, with a clearly communicated cover system showing exactly where protection applies and from which direction. Vehicles play a major role as well, offering both transport capabilities and heavy firepower. Maneuvering them takes skill, as even turning costs precious action points, especially in tight urban maps. Visibility and detection add another layer of depth. Just because an enemy is in your line of sight doesn't mean they're revealed, as stealth and concealment can keep threats hidden until it's too late. One of the most exciting aspects of Menace is its focus on procedural generation. Rather than scripted campaigns, the game is built around operations, multi-mission campaigns that evolve based on player choices. Each operation contains several missions linked together, with branching paths that allow for different strategies and outcomes. Between missions, you'll earn rewards and bonuses that carry forward, giving a strong sense of progression. The maps themselves, along with objectives and enemy compositions, are procedurally generated. This ensures that no two playthroughs are the same and encourages creative thinking. According to the developers, there are at least 10 mission types, ranging from defending settlements against pirate raids to capturing enemy strongholds or escorting civilians to safety. This variety keeps the experience fresh and unpredictable, making every operation feel like a unique story rather than a linear sequence of battles. Managing your squads between missions is just as important as commanding them in combat. Each leader can be promoted using points earned through successful missions, unlocking new abilities and perks that can dramatically change how they perform on the battlefield. Standard weapons are carried by every squad member, but each squad can also be equipped with a single special weapon, such as a rocket launcher or heavy machine gun, giving them a distinct tactical role. Vehicles are fully customizable with different weapon slots and loadouts to experiment with. Accessories like grenades, drones, and combat drugs further expand your options, letting you tailor your force to match your preferred playstyle. Every piece of equipment has trade-offs. For example, laser weapons excel at penetrating armor but risk overheating, while traditional projectile weapons inflict heavy damage to unarmored targets but struggle against tougher foes. These choices echo the hard decisions of tabletop wargaming and give every battle a distinct character. The combat itself has been designed to be challenging but fair, with a strong emphasis on player skill and tactical foresight. Even the smallest decisions, whether to push aggressively, hold back defensively, or risk a flank, can have lasting consequences. Because your soldiers are persistent and can be permanently lost, every casualty matters. Losing a veteran squad leader with a carefully developed skill set can feel devastating, reinforcing the stakes of each mission. The developers aim to create the same kind of emergent storytelling that made Battle Brothers so memorable, where every campaign generates its own unique narrative of triumphs and tragedies. Loot and progression play a vital role in keeping the experience rewarding. After missions, you'll gain new gear, vehicles, and resources to expand and improve your squads. While the loot system has been streamlined compared to Battle Brothers, it still captures the thrill of steadily growing stronger through hard-earned victories. Even a small upgrade can feel significant, echoing the sense of accomplishment that fans of Overhype's previous game loved so much. Over time, your ragtag band of fighters will evolve into a formidable strike force, ready to take on the escalating threats of the system. Visually, Menace represents a huge leap forward for the studio. Unlike the 2D top-down presentation of Battle Brothers, this new game is fully 3D, with richly detailed environments and animations. The maps feature a variety of biomes, from arid deserts to war-torn cities, each with its own tactical considerations. The shift to 3D not only enhances immersion, but also makes the battles feel more cinematic and alive. Watching your squads advance through cover, vehicles rumbling alongside them, brings a visceral thrill to every engagement. The game is set to launch in early access later 2025. The developers are eager to gather feedback from the community just as they did during the development of Battle Brothers. This iterative approach was a key factor in that game's success, and it promises to help Menace evolve into the best version of itself over time. The initial release will already include the core systems and a wide range of missions, but Overhype plans to expand it significantly based on player input. Menace is shaping up to be far more than just Battle Brothers in space. It combines the deep tactical gameplay and emergent storytelling that Overhype is known for, with fresh mechanics like customizable vehicles, procedural operations, and a rich science fiction setting. For fans of tactical games, whether they come from a background of Warhammer 40K, XCOM, or Overhype's own previous work, this is one of the most exciting upcoming releases on the horizon. If the final game delivers on the promise shown so far, Menace could set a new standard for turn-based strategy and become a modern classic in the genre.